What is going on, guys? This is Miasin. So a few weeks ago, I've made a combo video on Raidraptor saying that this deck might actually be the next tier 0 deck. A lot of you guys didn't really believe me, and I told myself, you know what, I'm gonna show you guys the exact combos I can play through every single hand shop on a spreadsheet video, asking you guys, of course, to smash the old video. Now, I decided to deliver for you guys today, so this video is extremely packed with 11 combos. This is the very first time in my entire life that I make a spreadsheet video on YouTube, because usually I only show like 3 or 4, maybe sometimes 5 combos, but this time the focus is playing around the hand shops, and it's always very realistic combos that are actually very easy to achieve, that pretty much all of your hands should be able to do. So whatever you're about to see does not involve bricks or cards that you should not be playing in your deck. Everything that you will be seeing today will be something that the actual real Raidraptor deck will be able to do. And it is also assuming that your opponent is correctly hand-shopping you, because obviously if your opponent hand-shops the wrong card, it's easy to play through like an Imperm or something. But what if he hand-shops you correctly? So you already know it. Today, of course, I will be showing guys some combos as well as a few deck lists for this deck. But the only thing I ask in exchange is for you guys to smash the like and subscribe button, because this video took me over 10 hours to, actually make, because I have to think of, like, every single possibility of, like, what can this hand do against this kind of hand shop, and obviously show you guys the most realistic and minimalistic combos that you can do. So what, like, a 2-card combo can do through a hand shop, for example. Because obviously if you need, like, a combination of 5 cards to play through a hand shop, it's absolutely pathetic. So yeah, everything, again, that you're about to see is very clean. And this is why, if you guys smash the like and subscribe button, I will be, I'll keep on going. And also, it would be a really good birthday present for me. Anyways, without any further ado, let's get right into combo number 1, which is playing around Ash with, or rather through the Ash, with only a 2-card combo. Assuming that you have something like a Tribute Lanius and a Strangle Lanius, you've got the full thing. So it's very easy. The Tribute Lanius is not going to get ashed because if you have any other extender, you just full combo, so it doesn't change anything. Now, obviously, this is not a choke point for this deck. Now, what are the choke points are your extra deck monsters. Raider's Knight losing to an Imperm hurts, and the Brave Strix losing to Ash hurts a little bit, but definitely less than Imperm on the Raider's Knight. The reason for that is because Raider's Knight is a warrior, not a winged beast, so you can't use it as a link material. And if you cannot evolve into Brave Strix, you are missing the rank 5 that you can use as the material for your new Raidraptor rank up magic spell card to go into the rank 13. So yeah, anyways, now we're going to be getting a hit here, but since you control an Xyz monster with an Xyz monster underneath, we can use the Monster Reborn effect of Strangle Lanius. So in other words, this card becomes a double extender. So in other words, you don't necessarily need Strangle Lanius on its own, as long as you have a way to get 2 bodies on the board, and then another way of getting another 2 bodies, you can full combo through the Ash, because now we're going to be going into 4 Strix, and we're going to be searching the Simorgh Bird of Extermination or something, and then Chainlink 1, White Strix, Chainlink 2 Simorgh, even though we don't really need to chain block at this point, but whatever, might as well, and then make a 4 Strix after summoning the Mimic Cry with the White Strix. Now we're going to be searching for the Bloom Vulture, and the White Strix is going to be setting the Raidraptor's Force, or now going to be activating the Roost, and then evolve our 4 Strix into the Rise Rebellion Falcon. The Roost is going to be searching for the Trap card, and now we're going to be copying the effect of 4 Strix to search yet again another Raidraptor monster. That is going to be the Noir Lanius, and now Bloom is going to be special summoning itself, as well as the Noir Lanius, and the Noir will be targeting anything to search a level 3 monster. Heal Eagle is pretty good here because its Graveyard effect allows you to recycle back the rank of magic. And now you'll be shuffling to draw 1 card, not 3, and then go into 4 Strix, search for your Tribute Lanius, and then set 2, and just like that, you've got pretty much full combo, but you're missing 1 Towers and 1 4 Strix. But you still have the exact same amount of interruptions because you still have your Omni Negate in the form of the Raidraptor Barrage, and you have a way to destroy every card on your opponent's field, thanks to, the Rising Rebellion being able to be summoned, and of course on the summon, it destroys everything, and you can burn damage. So this is one of the very few decks where you can win the game in Yu-Gi-Oh! Without having ever a battle phase. And by the way, you're also getting a rank up magic for free on your opponent's turn when you're using the effect of Rise Rebellion, thanks to the White Strix. So Very simple 2-card combo that can play through an Ash as if it was nothing. And again, this is assuming that the Ash is used correctly on your one and only choke point, which is the Brave Strix. So yeah, that's it for this one. Let's get right into combo number 2. You already know that some people are going to say stupid things like, oh, well, Droll really hurts this deck. I'm just here sitting saying, you know, like, that just proves that you didn't watch my video. And I'm going to prove to you guys yet again that regardless of when you get Drolled, it never hurts you. You can get Drolled early or get Drolled late, and it doesn't impact the amount of interruptions that you're ending on. Like, your end board is quite literally almost the exact same as the full combo. So yeah, Droll really doesn't change much of anything, really. It's not a choke point for this deck whatsoever. So now we're getting Drolled after searching the rank of Magic, so it's kind of late in the combo, but it still does something. Which means that now instead of summoning the Noir Lanius with the Arsenal, we have to summon the Strangled Lanius, revive back a monster, and then go for the White Strix, Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, summon the Ultimate Falcon, and then summon the Mimicry, and then we're going to be setting the Raidraptor's Force. And now we're going to be going for 4 Strix and Pastor in here, and this is still double towers with the ability to destroy every card our opponent controls, yet again through a Droll and Logbird. So yeah, it's really not like you can say that this is bad, because all that we're missing is 1 towers and the Omni Negate, but this is a very bad 2-card combo. Like, I opened 2 Vanishing Lanius. Like, this is absolutely dreadful. I can do obviously better through the Droll if I get Drolled earlier, if my hand is slightly better. Alright, so in this situation, my hand is a little better because instead of just having 2 level 4 bodies that do nothing, I have a monster that actually searches a card. So in other words, I will be getting Drolled very early on, but it doesn't change anything to my life. You already know it. So yeah, now I will be searching a card with the Noir Lanius. I get Drolled, so how am I searching the rank of Magic, huh? How am I playing Yu-Gi-Oh? The answer is, again, you need to watch my videos before commenting, because otherwise you're always going to say things like, this deck loses to Droll, even when it really doesn't, because you get to set a bunch of cards with your Raidraptor cards, because the Y Strix gets to set the rank of Magic, so you don't have to rely on the Brave Strix to search. This is why, again, Ash is just not a choke point, Droll is not a choke point, and now the Brave Strix also has another effect to set a rank of Raidraptor card. So you're setting the Barrage and you're setting the Skip Force. Yeah, that's a nice Droll you got there. Too bad it doesn't do anything at all, because I can keep searching cards indirectly. It's literally the best way to bypass the Droll completely. But yeah, now you're summoning Strangled Lanius. Of course, that's always the best monster to summon when you're under Droll. And you just link off your arsenal into the Y Strix, but instead of summoning the Ultimate Falcon, you summon the Satellite Cannon Falcon. This is a very clever way of accessing the other rank of Magic on your opponent's turn, because we can get it with the Y Strix whenever the effect of a Raidraptor monster is activated, and Satellite Cannon Falcon has a quick effect that allows you to make your opponent's monster lose 800 attack for each of your Raidraptor monster. That effect is irrelevant, it's just the fact that we can use the effect of an Xyz monster, so that will trigger the Y Strix, and that will allow us to get to the rank of Magic, and now we can actually use it right away, because this card is cracked. Like, you can literally use the Quick Play spell right like the turn it was set, which is insane. And we can go for the Rising Rebellion, destroy every card on our opponent's board. We have towers, and we still have the Omni Negate in the form of Barrage. Again, through a Droll. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, this deck is never losing to a Droll. Ash doesn't do anything. Let's show a combination of Droll and Ash. My hand is pretty simple. I have Noir Lanius and Simorgh. So usually when you see 2-card combos, they don't play through 2 hand shops, right? 1-card combo does not play through 1 hand shop, so a 2-card combo maybe play through 1 hand shop, but how are you playing through 2 hand shops? And the answer is, yet again, if you know what you're doing when you're playing this deck, you should not be losing to hand shops, period. So now I'll be going normal summon the Noir Lanius. Don't normal summon the Simorgh right away. We get Drolled here, it's fine. Special summon the Heal Eagle and then link off into Y Strix, and just like that, Ash is useless because I am chain blocking. This only works in the TCG, so if you're watching this in the OCG, I'm sorry for your loss. Chain blocking is not a thing with monster effects in the hand. The Raider's Knight evolve into the Brave Strix and then set your rank of Magic, and then Brave Strix effect to set a Raidraptor card. Obviously that is unashable because you're not trying to search, and then the rank of Magic evolve into the Arsenal Falcon effect, and that's getting ashed, but that's fine. We're still under Droll, so we can't do that much, but we can still play the game because we can go into the Satellite Cannon Falcon. We still have the Raidraptor Barrage. We still have the ability to destroy every card on our opponent's field, which is kind of cracked. So even if our opponent has like an evenly matched and a 1-card starter, with 2 hand shops, our 2-card combo wins through all of that. because now we evolve into the Rising Rebellion using the rank 8 and the rank 5. It's a pretty clever way of still accessing your Rising Rebellion, and that way, again, everything dies, and you just kind of win the game. Yeah, you want to activate your other card, no, negate that, and just like that, 2-card combo, 100% plays through 2 hand traps, no problem whatsoever. Alrighty, so again, Nibiru does not beat this deck, and I will prove to you that with just about any combination of 2 cards, you are always playing around Nibiru, depending on the timing. So there are 3 different timings for Nibiru. You can get Nibiru before you summon the Link Monster, while you summon the Link Monster, or after you summon the Link Monster, and the 3 paths are completely different, and one of them, only one, hurts you more than the other 2. The other 2, even if you have a bad 2-card combo, you can still full combo, but one of them you might have to require an extender. So yeah, if your opponent is really good against you, this is where it gets rough, because you're gonna need like a fuzzy Lanius and something, for example, to play instead of just 2 bad cards, because 2 vanishing Lanius is like the worst case scenario in this deck. It's just absolutely awful. But yeah, anyways, normal summon, special summon, whatever. Again, when I show these combos, I want to prove to you that even the bad hands can combo. That's why I'm showing combos with Vanishing Lanius, because otherwise, if I'm always using the broken extenders, like Tribute Lanius, which is a really good 1-card starter, and like the broken, cards that keep you playing, then it's too easy to play through hand traps. Anyways, go into the Brave Strix, and then detach in order to surge the rank of Magic, of course, and then rank up into the Arsenal Falcon, and then we'll assume that the Nibiru is not used here. So now we're summoning the Noir Lanius to search for the Heal Eagle. By the way, we couldn't get Nibiru on the summon of the Brave Strix because the Arsenal Falcon is summon number 5. Worst case scenario, if you get nibbed like as early as possible, you still summon the towers. So that's how, like, that's why the card literally just never beats you. And now we're getting nibbed while we summon the Link Monster. So this is going to be a little tricky because we're going to be summoning the Fuzzy Lanius, which cannot be used as a Link material. So we can't just go into another Strix. And we either choose to go for the Ultimate Falcon and call it a turn, or we say, let's try to keep playing, and we're going to summon a 4 Strix to see if we can make another board. Again, my opening combo was 2 Vanishing Lanius, so let's see if I can full combo through a Nibiru when I get a hit here. So I'm going to be searching the Strangle Lanius, and then overlay for 4 Strix using the Fuzzy, and then search for the Simorgh, and then link off for another Y Strix, which cannot use this effect again. Search the Fuzzy, and then normal summon the Simorgh, and then special summon the Fuzzy. This card is incredibly good. Go into the 4 Strix, and then detach to search for the Tribute Lanius, and then Y Strix is going to trigger to get the Rising Rebellion. The rank of Magic that summons Rising Rebellion, and then go into it to destroy the Nibiru, burn for 3k, time has been called, what a coincidence. Recycle back your rank of Magic, and then copy the effect of the Arsenal Falcon with the Rising Rebellion, summon Vanishing Lanius, and then special the Tribute Lanius from the hand, and then send the Mimicry Lanius from your deck to the grave, search the Roost, and then activate it, and then summon your, you can shuffle back your 4 Strix at this point, and then summon the 4 Strix, and then search for the trap card, and then you can search for your follow play, and just like that, Nibiru does not stop you whatsoever, because we still have the ability to summon the 2nd Rising Rebellion on the opponent's turn, destroy every card on our opponent's board, and we still have the Raidraptor Barrage to negate anything, so evenly would not be a solution to this combo whatsoever. Alright, so the other timing for you to get Nibiru'd on would be after you link summon the Y Strix. So again, I've talked about the 3 different timings. These 2 ones are the ones where you're actually fine. If your opponent holds the Nibiru for too long, then it doesn't do anything, and if your opponent thinks that he can outplay you by keeping Nibiru for way too long, then he loses, because you summon the 4 Strix while you have Ultimate Falcon, and then you go Ultimate Falcon effect, and then your opponent cannot use any cards or effects for the rest of the turn. And if your opponent chains the Nibiru here, you just chain the rank up Magic, evolve it to Rising Rebellion, and you lose no cards on your board. But now we're getting Nibiru'd after we summon the Y Strix and get a monster, and summon the Ultimate Falcon. So the combo is a little different, but we can still play through the Nibiru, no problem whatsoever. So now we're going to be searching the Strangle Lanius, and then special summon it, and then revive back, because we have an Xyz with an Xyz underneath. And then we're going to be going for the Ultimate Falcon effect, 4 Strix to search for the Fuzzy Lanius, and then Raidraptor's Force, evolve into the Rising Rebellion. Yet again, destroy Nibiru, burn your opponent for a little bit of damage, and then Heal Eagle, recycle back. And then again, Rising Rebellion, copy the Arsenal Falcon, in order to special summon for your boy Vanishing Lanius, to special summon the Fuzzy. So this is another reason why Fuzzy is so good. You're always getting like advantage while getting extenders. And then we're searching another Fuzzy, special summon yet again. It's a double extender. I mean, I played it for a very good reason. And then, of course, summon the Fuzzy and the Simor, go for another 4 Strix, and then we can set a back row here and pass turn. You're ending on one more tower than the other combo, but you're not ending on the trap. That's the only difference. So it depends on what beats you the most, but this combo does lose to evenly. That is the one difference. So if your opponent has evenly and if he plays that way, then I guess the one way you can play around the evenly is by putting all your monsters in defense and by not using the effect of Rising Rebellion to destroy the Nibiru. So yeah, it depends. But at the same time, like, is your opponent really going to play Nibiru and evenly, and is he going to be drawing both? So that is the one thing that you have to keep into consideration. But yeah, anyways, again, very simple 2-card combo. Now let's get into the more complicated combo when your opponent Nibirus you correctly. Alright, so this time, Double Vanishing Lanius will not play through a correctly used Nibiru because you need one more extender, and that is the reason why I have Fuzzy Lanius here. So I'll be going normal summon the Vanishing, then special summon the Fuzzy with the effect of Vanishing, not with the effect of Fuzzy, because when the Fuzzy falls off to the graveyard, it searches another Fuzzy, and if you already use this effect of special summon from the hand, you're not going to be able to do it again. So you don't want to waste its effect yet. You want to use it with the Vanishing, and either way, if your opponent randomly imperms you on the Vanishing, then you just go, okay, Fuzzy effect from the hand, and then full combo. Literally does nothing. Anyways, Raider's Knight, detach, and then go into the Brave Strix, and then detach, and search for the Rank Up Magic, and the Fuzzy Lanius is going to be searching another Fuzzy, and then Rank Up Magic into the Arsenal Falcon, and we get Nibiru here. What can we do? The answer is full combo. It literally changes nothing to my life. So go into the 4 Strix, and search for the Simorg, special summon the Fuzzy, and then normal summon the Simorg, and at this point I will be linking off into the White Strix, special summon the Mimicry from my deck, and then go into yet again another 4 Strix, search for the Strangle Lanius, and then set the Rank Up Magic Raidraptor card. Search for the Roost with the Mimicry, so I think you can already tell that this is going to be the full combo with the trap card and everything. And a lot of cards in the hand as well, because you're drawing and you're searching a card with all the 4 Strixes. Destroy the Nibiru because we're ending on an Omni Negate anyways. And then we're going to be getting the Strangle Lanius Revive back, and then get, again, another 4 Strix to search for the Tribute. And then Rising Rebellion, copy the effect of Arsenal, and then special summon another Vanishing Lanius, summon the Tribute Lanius from the hand, and then you're going to be foolishing your deck for the Heal Eagle, and then recycle back the Rank Up Magic, go for, I mean, you can shuffle back the cards now. If you're only playing 2 4 Strix, then this is how you're summoning it the 3rd time, and then you're going to be searching for a card, you set your 2 back row, and then you got, again, the full combo. The only difference is that you don't have Ultimate Falcon, but, like, who cares, right? Like, it literally changes nothing to your life. Go into the Rising Rebellion, destroy everything. You still have your Barrage, your follow-up, your Ash, your Skip Force in the graveyard. What could you possibly ask, you know, for more? Alrighty, so I kept showing you guys combos on how to play through Ash, Droll, and Nibiru. And I want to say these hand traps are the lowest impact hand traps against this deck, but the best one by far is Infinite Impermanence. It's probably this deck's Kryptonite, but if you know what you're doing, you should still be able to play through it with, I want to say, almost any hand. So again, I am assuming that the Imperm is used correctly, because if it is used incorrectly, it just doesn't do anything. Even your 2-card combos are playing through it. But yeah, anyways, Bloom Vulture is going to summon the Noir, and then Noir will search. We're not going to get Impermed here yet. And then Raider's Knight effect, and now we get Impermed. And it is all good in the hood. We can still keep on playing. So normal summon the Noir, special summon the Pain Lanius. And here is where it gets very interesting. So Pain Lanius is level 4 now, because it copies the level of the monster that you're targeting. If we go for a 4 Strix or a Y Strix, we can't play the game, because we're going to be missing an extender to just keep playing. But there is something very interesting and noteworthy about the effect of Noir Lanius. In the graveyard, you can banish it and then increase or decrease the level of all your Raidraptor monster by 1. And this way, you can make it so that your monsters are level 5, and you can hard make the Brave Strix, and then just like that, you search the Rank Up Magic Skip Force, and that way you don't have to fully rely on Raider's Knight in order to play the game. And just like that, we can full combo as if nothing ever happened. We can forget about the existence of the Imperm, because the Raider's Knight is now just sitting on the field, waiting to be used as a material for the Rising Rebellion. It changes, again, absolutely nothing. And the Imperm is not going to make us lose any interaction, because we're going to still have access to the Roost, and then search the trap card, and of course summon a bunch of Rising Rebellions. So yeah, you can already tell that this is the full thing. Again, same amount of cards that I'm ending on at the very end of the combo. And yeah, we can still figure out a way to recycle back that rank up magic, because we can search for the Tribulanius, and then we can special summon the Vanishing, and then special summon the Tribulanius from the hand, and then Foolish for the Heal Eagle, which has the effect to recycle back the rank up magic so that we can use it twice overall. And then go for the third Force Tricks, and then third, second, doesn't matter. You're spamming that card like crazy, and we're also drawing a card at the end. So look at that, man. We got Impermed, and we still end on the exact same full combo. Absolutely gorgeous, right? Alrighty, so I am going to show you guys another combo where you can play through Imperm, but this time when your hand is really bad, like very bad. I don't have anything that can get to a monster that modulates the level. So in other words, it's really rough because my hand is weak. I mean, I have Vanishing Lanius, Fuzzy Lanius, Heal Eagle, and Simorg. I've seen better. Like, Simorg helps at chain blocking the Wise Tricks from an Ash, but if I'm getting Impermed, it's not going to change anything. And if my opponent Imperms the, the rank 4, the Raider's Knight, it's kind of rough. But again, if you know what you're doing, it changes nothing to your life, because you can still play through an Imperm, even with a bad hand, as long as you have the extenders. So now I'm getting Impermed here. It is completely fine. I'm going to be searching for the Fuzzy Lanius with the effect of Fuzzy, crack card, special summon the Heal Eagle, and then special summon the Fuzzy, and now I will be going into Wise Tricks, and then effect Chilling Quench Chilling 2, just in case there is an Ash, and then I summon the Noir Lanius, which is weird because usually you would expect to see a Mimicry at this point so that I can search the Roost and then search for the trap, but then I cannot keep on going. So, special summoning this Noir Lanius here is one of the most obscure plays you'll ever see, but it actually makes a lot of sense. So now I'll be detaching it to search for the Strangle Lanius. The Wise Tricks will be getting the Raidraptor's Force, not the Skip Force, because we can't target a rank 4 to go into Arsenal Falcon. We have to target a rank 5, but how are we getting to the rank 5? Just so much effort. But again, don't worry, I have a plan. Now you go Raidraptor's Force, target your 2 rank 4s to summon a Satellite Cannon Falcon. There is a specific reason why you're doing that, but anyways, you're now going to be recycling back your rank of magic with a Heal Eagle, and then special summon the Strangle Lanius, and because of the fact that we have an Xyz monster when it Xyz underneath, we can now revive back a level 4 monster, and we managed to find a way to get the Noir Lanius in the graveyard thanks to, the Wise Trick summoning it. That way, we can actually increase the level by 1, and then figure out a way to still go into Brave's Tricks even with this awful hand, search for the Skip Force, and then still go into the Arsenal Falcon, and then special summon a monster from the deck, and then we link off into the Wise Tricks, and then special summon the Force Tricks, and then not the Ultimate Falcon, and then you search for the Tribulanius, vanishing special the Tribute, and then you're going to be sending for the Mimicry, search the Continuous Spell, and then you'll be activating it, go for another Force Tricks, and then search for the Trap card, and then this way you'll be searching for the Tribute, and then shuffle back, draw 1, and will you look at that? I still am ending on the Trap card as well as the ability to summon the Rising Rebellion, even though my hand was abysmal. And this is why it's so important to know what you're doing when you play this deck, because if you're just confused, you might just not understand how even a bad hand can play through the hand trap that hurts this deck the most. But like with this hand, our opponent could have had like 2 hand traps that usually do not beat us, like Droll and Nibiru, and we still win completely perfectly fine. It's just Imperm, you have to be a little more aware of your possibilities. Okay, so previously I showed a combination of 4 bad cards that were playing through one Imperm, and how even when things are not looking good, you can still play through a good hand trap. How about this deck's biggest nightmare, double Infinite Impermanence? This is really rough. Double Infinite Impermanence, usually it shuts me down. But with this deck, Raidraptor, you're playing 23 Raidraptor cards, and then you're playing, a bunch of hand traps and a bunch of defensive cards, and you can also hard draw your rank of magics, so even sometimes when your combos don't go through, you can still keep on pushing. But assuming that your hands are just a bunch of Raidraptor cards, how are you playing through double Imperm? And again, I am here to tell you that, fortunately, when there is a will, there is always a way. So even with this hand, you can play through double Imperm. It's absolutely beautiful. A 4-card combo plays through the best hand trap, multiplied by 2. It's crazy. Anyways, go into the Raider's Knight, and then detach. We're getting Imperm here. It's fine. We can search for the Fuzzy Lanius, but there's still another Imperm, so we have to be aware of that. Anyway, special summon the Fuzzy, and then go into the Simorg, And then we're going to be normal summon the Mimicry, and then adjust the level to 5. And then we go into Brave Strix to search, but we're getting Impermed here, which is also fine, but it makes us play differently, because now we have to link off into the White Strix and waste our Mimicry, not for the Roost, but rather for the Pain Lanius. Unfortunately, it's sad to say. And then the Pain will summon itself, and then we're going to be making the Force Strix, and then detach in order to surge the Tribute Lanius. And then the White Strix will be setting the rank up magic Raidraptor's Force, and we just pass turn here. It's not ideal, but we still end on a follow-up and the ability to, again, destroy everything on our opponent's turn. And that's what really matters, right? The fact that even when, you know, you get double hand trapped, which usually would make you completely pass turn on 0 interruptions, you can still pass on a lot of stability. So the Rising Rebellion, you got the Skip Force for next turn, and a 1-card starter for next turn. So, you know, you're still completely fine. Anyways, that's it for the combos. So I showed you guys 11 combos. Now let's jump into the deck profile. Alrighty, so this is my deck list that I'm currently playing with Raidraptor. I want to say it's a very good deck list, honestly. And I spent a lot of time working on it, so this is the result of, you know, quite a lot of, you know, playtesting. Although this is the build that does not play the Vanishing Lanius, there is another build that plays it that I'm testing as well. It's a 46-card deck list that I will show very soon. But even without the Vanishing Lanius, obviously there's still a lot of combo sequences that are the exact same. It's just a little different, but still the exact same result. You're playing 4 1-card starters, so 3 Tribute Lanius as well as 1 Foolish Burial. I know this deck by heart, so I know that you're playing exactly 23 Raidraptor cards in total. So every row here, that's 20 cards, and then Foolish, the Pain Lanius, as well as Heal Eagle, so 23. And then you're playing 4 quote-unquote bricks, which are the Roost, the Rank Up Magics, as well as the Trap card. And then you're playing 13 utility cards, which could be anything depending on the format and the metagame. So 3 Ash, 3 Imperm, 3 Veiler, 3 of either Droll or Book of Moon or whatever. And I am choosing to play Magical Midbreaker Field. This card is infinitely better than Call by the Grave because either way, both are unsearchable one-ofs, but Call by the Grave does not really fix a lot of your issues. You can't Call by the Grave and Imperm, whereas Magical Midbreaker Field plays around Imperm and Veiler and Ogre at the same time. And your opponent can also have a combination of all these hand traps and it's still not going to do anything. So I don't understand why people are playing Call by the Grave over Magical Midbreaker Field, because this deck does not lose to Droll, so it's not like you're trying to Call by the Grave a Droll. You don't care. You can let it resolve. It's fine. And again, Ash is also completely irrelevant, because your 2-card combos can play through an Ash, and all of your 3-card combos are playing through Ash, so it really doesn't matter too much. And there are some hands that look like they're bad, but they can still play the game really well. Like any combination of 2 Raidraptor cards or 2 monsters in this deck almost is full combo. The only exceptions to the rule would be double Fuzzy Lanius or Heal Eagle with something that isn't a +1. Like, for example, Heal Eagle with Simorg does not work, or Pain Lanius with Simorg does not work, and obviously Pain and Heal do not work. And yeah, we talked about double Fuzzy actually. And obviously double Mimicry does not work. But apart from that, every 2 Raidraptor cards is always full combo, like even double Strangle Lanius, double Simorg, double Noir is full combo, double Bloom is full combo. This deck has a 90.74% chance of drawing 2 Raidraptor cards because we're playing 23 in a 40-card deck list, and that does not include the 1-card combos. So the consistency would probably be increased to like 93-ish% or 94%, which makes this deck quite consistent, and again, very resilient through hand traps overall, because if you have your 2-card combo, you know you're playing through Droll and Nibiru, as I've showcased very well, and sometimes even through other hand traps, and sometimes through a combination of hand traps. And if you're that assuming that your opponent is playing them correctly, because if your opponent is messing up, then yeah, your opponent could have all the hand traps in the world and it does nothing. And all these Raidraptor cards, I think it goes without saying that I want to max them out to 3. Simorg, the reason why I'm playing 3 is because I really need to see this card against the Trap decks post game 1 so I can surge the Simorg Repulsion. That card's kind of like a giant Shroonade. You discard 1 Winged Beast and then you return all the cards in your opponent's spell and trap zone to the hand. So this is how you're breaking back row going second, and also Impermanence, stuff like that. We're also playing Lightning Storm, Double Duster, as well as Dark Ruler with Thrust, Herald of the Abyss, and Droll and Logbird to get rid of some annoying things, as well as Solemn Judgment, which is the only going first card you will ever need. You just replace like a hand shot with Solemn Judgment and you're good to go. So yeah, this is the 40-card deck list that I got for you guys. Now let's get into the 46-card deck list, which I think is pretty much just equally as good. Alrighty, so this is practically, I want to say, the exact same thing in terms of what I'm trying to do. The only difference is that I am now trying to draw the drown the one-off bricks because I'm playing more cards, but I'm also basically, since I'm playing 46 instead of 40, all I did was increase the amount of Raidraptor cards by 3, and then increase the amount of hand traps that I'm playing by 3. So in other words, I am just drawing the bad cards less often, but I'm also drawing the one-card starters less often. But the consistency does not go down because, again, I'm still playing, you know, pretty much the same ratio of Raidraptor cards and the same ratio of hand traps, but the ratio of bad cards is going down. So I'm playing 15 utility cards with a 1 magical mid-breaker field, 4 bricks in 46 instead of 4 bricks in 40, so it's no longer 10%, but a little less than that. And I'm playing 26 Raidraptor cards. So yeah, 3 Tribute, 3 Fuzzy, 3 Strangle, 3 Noir, 3 Simorgh, 3 Bloom, double Mimicry, triple Vanishing, Pain, and Heal. Mimicry, by the way, should not be played as a one-of because it's not actually a bad normal summon, because it has the effect to adjust the level by increasing by 1, which makes you play through an Imperm on your Raider's Knight. So this card is actually quite nice, and the graveyard effect is obviously insane. You get to search any Raidraptor card, so even your spell and trap cards, which is pretty nice. And for the hand traps, again, like, it really depends on what people are playing, so that's the reason why I don't really have to explain anything here. And for the extra deck, I mean, it's pretty much the same thing every time. Like, I'm messing around with the ratios of the Force Tricks and SP Lone Knight if I want to play it. So if you want to play 3 Force Tricks, you can, or you can do 2 Force Tricks with SP, or, I don't know, something else. It doesn't change much because Fuzzy locks you under Raidraptor only for the whole turn, which kind of blows, honestly. But yeah, the 2 Rising Rebellion you needed for the combo, Ultimate Falcon, same thing, Satellite Cannon Falcon, same thing, Arsenal Falcon, the double Wise Tricks as well, and then the first Raider's Knight 100% needed, but the second one is for your follow-up next turn, because the goal is to go into the Arc Rebellion to kill your opponent. The only cards that you're not always going into would be the Typhon, the third Force Tricks, the second Raider's Knight, and the Arc Rebellion. But your main combo takes, I mean, you're always going through pretty much everything. So that's the reason why all these cards are a necessity at these ratios very precisely. But yeah, that's pretty much it for my spreadsheet combo video and deck profile. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. And it would be a pleasure for me to, you know, answer any of them. And if you guys want me to keep making these spreadsheet videos, I am down to just keep going, honestly, for free. All I need, of course, is just your support. So a like would be very appreciated. If we could get 1,000 likes on this video, I would consider just keep on making spreadsheet videos for free for you guys for pretty much forever. So yeah, again, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.